Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday, everybody.
You was about to say Friday, wasn't it? You was about to say Friday. You was about to say Friday. I saw
Actually, I was about to say Thanksgiving Eve.
Oh, yeah?
Because it is Thanksgiving Eve.
It is that, too.
Tomorrow's Thanksgiving.
It is that, too. Good morning, boys and girls. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to Gainesville Neighborhood. How about that?
Absolutely.
Would you like, Jack, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day to be a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted a neighbor.
All right.
Just like you.
We are not going to spend 8 minutes like that.
We're not going to do that? I think it's applicable. Man, we are excited, man, about what's going on here. We love to be able to do this with you every day, man. Got another great show happening today. So
Absolutely.
I really like this one because the one thing I did that was always a challenge coming back home is that I hated that we weren't taking full advantage of the music scene out here. Felt like there's so much opportunity, so much space to really get out here and do some stuff in our genres of music that wasn't really seeing that happening. And I'm a singer, I love music and stuff, but I don't have a band. I'm not a band. I don't play no instruments and stuff like that. So I like to do the production of the stuff, put the stuff together, man. So see that it is so many people out there right underneath our noses.
Right underneath. But the sad thing is you are a singer. A lot of people don't know that about you, but you can really sing.
I mean, I got records. I still get royalties. but let me be totally honest with that. So this is the reality about that. I love singing. It's a passion of mine. But what happened was I understood the market, and I said, right now, yes, I can sing, and that would be one thing I would aspire to. But I said, well, let me be for those who are stronger, because in that space, I started being around a lot of stronger singers and people who had some gifts that were really I'm like, okay. Well, instead of me knowing my drive and knowing I know what to do to get music out there, I said instead of me putting so much energy in my own, let me start doing that for others. So that's been my thing. I've been doing that since 06.
Well, that's awesome that you can do that.
So I've been doing that since 06, and we're excited about it. That's what kind of like made me happy that I was listening to our catalog, and I'm like, man, we've really been putting out some pretty good music since 06.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely. So definitely shout out to you.
Oh, man, the big homie is up in the room. Cool Breeze, man. Hey, happy Thanksgiving to you too, man. What's up, man?
Happy Thanksgiving.
We keep playing the worst game of phone tag that I think is out there. It's the worst game of phone tag that I think that's ever happened in life. But brother, I love you. I miss you. And thank you for coming up here. Of course, Brandon Kraft is up in the room.
Good morning, Brandon.
The wonderful Karen Mills is up in here. The big homie Farmer is up in here. Black Passion, our team. That's what I'm saying. Hey, listen.
Exactly, the whole team.
The whole team. Even if nobody else checks in, I love it that the whole team is here. That's what I'm talking about.
And that's what it's about.
Hey, man, there we go. Still more coming in. Stevie's up in the road. The big homie Jordan Bell is up in here, as well as Zuhey. Man, thank y'all for coming here. We're getting ready
team.
for Thanksgiving, man. A reason to be thankful, man.
Yes.
What you thankful for? Put you on the spot. You weren't ready for that?
I'm thankful to be alive right now.
That is something truly to be thankful for.
Be alive
that is truly something to be thankful for, man. And
absolutely.
I can definitely concur on that sentiment, man. I'm thankful for being able to be here, man. Like, it's one thing as a young person, you aspire and you have to get into the world and do things. But man, this has been an enjoyable ride, and we're excited that we see even more things that's happening that are just organically happening. More people, I think, who have always been doing it. I think it's not a new vibe, but I think that now more people are more determined to say, hey, I don't want to just do it to say I'm doing it no more. I actually want to create revenue. I want to be able to make this a profession. And the one thing about Roanoke having so much opportunity, the downtown nightlife is starting to pick up, and every thriving city has one.
Every thriving city has one.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to come back to Roanoke, and this is what's happening now. Because I know when I left, 20 plus years ago, they didn't have all of this. So to come back and see it is really a nice thing.
We had the ghosts. We had the ghosts, yo. What you talking about? We had the ghosts. What you talking about?
We had the ghosts, but
man.
I'm talking about like actual bands and stuff like that performing at different restaurants.
We had the ghosts. Shouts out to Weezy, yo. And Farm and stuff. I'm sorry. But I wasn't here either. So I was down in the Tidewater, but I was loving to be able to come down here. But that was the one thing about the Tidewater I love so much. So which now this is where I tell people is relative. That I love that we have people here in Roanoke who may not have lived down the beach. Every time they go to the beach, they go down there and something happening. But as one who lived down there, you know, there's pockets of time when stuff ain't really popping down there either. You know, and so it feels good to be able to say, we have been able to be in both places, you know. And, you know, we did a couple parties. Big shouts out to our team from 12 to 4, Mother and FM. They hold down the music lab out there each Tuesday night out there in Norfolk. Man, Norfolk is really.
And we forgot to wish her a happy birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday, Mother.
Happy birthday, Mother. So sorry about that. I had to bring that up.
You did, yeah, put us on the spot.
To.
But no, they do that thing out there, man.
To you.
And that's what feels good because, like, the one, and I said all that because my main spot down there used to be a club called Broadway. And so Broadway, man, Broadway was right there by Military Circle Mall. But Broadway had one side that was a band over there getting in, and then the other side was the DJs. And it really was like the heartbeat, a very good vibe.
Now, is that the club that you been to and you would run into people from Roanoke there?
So no, that was actually Picasso's. Picasso's was where I ran into. See, you funny. You are very funny. You know, isn't it amazing the things that some people remember and the things
no, it's just funny how when you can go out sometimes and run into people in different cities.
In different cities.
Like, I know years ago, probably I can't even remember. I know it was years ago, probably in the early 90s. But I ran into Scott Terry in Philly at the Greek Fest.
That's right.
So you do run into people in other cities, and I always find that amazing.
That's what I love about Roanoke. Like, I was just this past weekend, I was planned to run into my homies Chris and Grove. I went from Chris and Grove's house. In the midst of going from Grove's house, I stop at the gas station and Mike Willoughby is there getting gas too.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's the love I love seeing about Roanoke, and that's why I know that we can and are doing great things together. Evident, when T and all them cats came up here this past summer, we did the Fleming reunion. That right there really opened my eye that Roanoke, yo, we got more than we give ourselves credit for, man.
That was the best reunion ever.
Yeah, man.
It really was.
Go
Shout
Colonels.
out to Fleming.
Go Colonels.
That was really good.
Go Colonels.
Really good.
Go Colonels.
Even though I am a PH girl.
That is true.
I give credit where credit is due.
Go Colonels. But it is going down this weekend, man. A lot of events happening out there. Big shouts out to Hub, man. The Black Affair, I think, is going down. Today's the 21st to 23rd. I see some other stuff. See Unique is getting it in places down, VIPs doing some stuff down this weekend. So I really feel that this is the time, hey, let's all be safe. Because, oh, by the way, this musician we do get, he also he got a day job too. So we don't want y'all to come out there and seeing him at one place and then he got to see y'all at another. You know, we don't want that. We don't want that. Let's go. Let's prevent that. We doing all this preventative stuff now. But I do, and the good thing about this fella, I've seen him really play in all different types of settings. You know, he's played in different venues, and I think we as a community got to be willing to accept that. We got to be able to accept more genres, more people coming into rock in our spots.
Absolutely.
And but I really love the whole live band vibe, man. So Kills that does acoustic sets, does Thanks All the other night, playing for a small group, man. People, just him and another person, other people singing. So it's really dope to have him in the city doing what he do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, oh man, the Jeezy is up in here, Julie is up in here as well. Man, hey, listen.
Good morning.
Hey, Miss Dr. Amanda Kelly Brothers up in here. She came down for the Just Stevie show.
Good morning.
None of what you know about Broadway. What you know about Broadway, man?
Netta travels, so she definitely would know.
Yeah, man, good
Absolutely.
deal. But yeah, man, happening right here in the city. We're gonna take a quick break and get back on the couch with one of the local artists here, Jojo Stockton, man, doing his thing. So keep it locked, all right?
Stay focused.
Go Green is excited to offer free home energy assessment services to residents of the Lynchburg, Roanoke, and Martinsville areas. This is a limited time opportunity and will expire before the end of the year. Call today and Go Green will come to your home, determine your energy saving needs, and install LED lights, shower heads, and aerators as required at absolutely no cost to you. Call Go Green today for your free home energy assessment and get on track to energy savings. Go Green, 434-222-4059.
Have you ever asked yourself, how do I show up in the world? How do I leave my mark? How do I get up every day and be the best I can be? It all starts with a mindset. The mindset to keep pushing through all adversity, to wear the titles of confident, self-reliant, and eternally beautiful. It all starts from within. Think, feel, be conceited.
The Bradley Free Clinic provides free, compassionate, and high-quality medical, dental, pharmaceutical, and preventative health care services for Roanoke Valley residents who lack the resources necessary to maintain their health and productivity using volunteer healthcare professionals. Check them out on their website at bradleyfreeclinic.com.
We're back.
Still confirming that Focus Radio played the hottest music out there. Still confirming that. You might go ahead and download that app, man. I mean, we the only one found. Well, some other people that got this.
Definitely
now,
download that.
Focus Radio.
Absolutely.
Get that, man.
Absolutely.
Man.
One of my favorite songs is on right now.
Right now, that's your thing. Mm-hmm. Kind of got you feeling that. Got you back up city type deal.
Love it. You know, I'm a city girl, so I love it. Hey.
We do have that vibe kind of happening in Roanoke, man. I tell you what, maybe about 2 weeks ago, we were just like, man, let's get out a lot of stuff, what's going on with you personally and stuff like that. I was like, man, let's just go out and see what's happening downtown. And oh, by the way, ran into an event, you know.
We sure did.
Yeah, man. And we were fortunate to have, I think, the coordinator of that thing here with us today, who got hang with us today.
Yes, we have Jojo Stockton.
Hey, what's up?
Jojo.
How y'all doing?
Great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm fighting a little bit under the weather, but you know, the show must go on.
Thank you so
it's
much.
It's the engine. That's what the coach.
Shout out to my wife that made that chicken soup. I'm good.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's India.
Some chicken soup.
Yeah, still works.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Jojo, man. For those you don't may not have been out recently, and so tell us a little bit about what you do.
I basically try to create something for everybody to go to. I like to create events that any age, any demographic of people, I try to change the climate of music downtown by bringing in more diverse groups. Because years ago, it was just one kind of music. I mean, it was mostly country, and nothing against country. I listened to country.
Right.
But it was country or rock, and I wanted to bring more R&B, neo soul, urban and blues, jazz to the downtown scene.
That's what I like about going to your shows. It's always very diverse. I like that.
Very. My singer in soul acoustics, Stuart Brown, we call him the human jukebox. He'll literally cover every genre by way of mashups. And the song might be 15 minutes long, but it might be Bonnie Raitt, Kings of Leon, Michael Jackson, Rick James, all in the same song. So you just never know what he's gonna sing next. He even brought in some Christmas carols last night.
Yeah, I saw that.
Just out the blue.
Yeah. Shouts out. He's an entertainer and performer, man.
Yeah.
And that's what I think that Roanoke, we haven't had a chance. That's why I guess I'm so excited about what you do. You've seen these guys, or you've seen people kind of been in the circuit for a while that sing locally, but really haven't, I don't think, had a a platform to really drive the possibility of going to the next level.
Right.
Yeah. So is that kind of the concept of why you put it together?
Right. And if you ask me, I think it has to do with exposure because there's a lot of great talent here. I'm usually surrounded by people who could be famous at any time if the right ear heard them.
That's right.
But they don't have a platform. Used to be they didn't have the platform here. So I think we really opened that up as of recently. And every bar now has a live band, you know. You didn't see that back in the day a lot. My uncle Doug used to own Lowell's down here on 24th.
Wow.
Okay.
And
Wow.
that was basically a place you could see live bands.
That's
sometimes.
right.
You know, you had a
Everybody was
dress
trying to
code.
get in. Well, I was trying to get in there to see that. But
Yeah, and they had a dress code, so you know,
That's right.
if you're not coming to fight if you're wearing flats.
That's right.
You know what I
That's
mean?
right. That's
Yeah,
right.
So
That's true.
That's right. I mean, and that's when you say that, I will kind of the Loyals. You know, I think kind of reminds me of the vibe of what I got down at like a Broadway, like I was talking about and stuff like that. Are you from? You from here?
I'm originally from Franklin County.
From the
So,
county,
yeah,
that's
so,
what it is.
yeah.
Now you're sticking it long enough.
I've been here for a minute though.
You been here for a minute, but you
Yeah.
went. So obviously you went to Franklin County.
Franklin County, yes,
Did you
sir.
play ball at Franklin County?
No, I wrestled.
You wrestled.
Yeah, I wrestled.
Okay. Just making sure because we colonels over here.
Ah,
Make
well,
sure,
you know.
make sure we know that. Make sure.
That's all you're gonna hear on this show.
We're gonna make
Fleming
sure.
I
this,
got
Fleming
you.
that. Even though I'm a PH girl, you still always
Make sure
hear
it is
Fleming.
colonel's territory.
Yeah.
Let the whole I know. that this is
We
colonel's
wrestled
territory.
though. We wrestled.
Y'all did get it
Just
in.
saying.
Did it? I love it, man. But so, and that's where I think that I want us to start getting a little bit more acclimated with. When we go live in other cities, we're okay with accepting that the regions, like when I'm in Atlanta, I go from Alpharetta to Dunwoody to Stone Mountain to Marietta to just to go see my folks. But which are 20 and 30 miles away, Franklin County and Salem and stuff like that are the same here. And I think that we can start really letting Roanoke come alive more by accepting that fact and going and being present in all those places and going to do that stuff.
Absolutely. What I've been doing recently, just with my solo blues stuff, I've gone from a home base here in Roanoke, but I'm always at the Fatback Soul Shack in Christiansburg. I'll go to Lexington. I'm always at the Palms. I'll be there in a couple days. I go about 100 miles in every direction. I'll be back in Franklin County December 1st at the Harvester. I'll be opening for Delbert McClinton.
Wow.
So he's like a living legend. So I'm honored to be able to go do that. We got a lot of big stuff coming up.
That's good, man.
So you told me you have had over 200 events already this year?
Last year I did over 200 events
Wow.
with between 6 bands.
That's
between
right.
6 projects that I was in, and I was named one of the top 10 musicians in the Roanoker for the May-June issue. And I'm honored to be on y'all's show.
Well, bless you, sir. We appreciate you coming down and
That's awesome.
sit down and hang out with
Really
us, man.
good.
Because that's huge, man. As we see coming out now, you got your own project out right
I
now,
do.
man.
Cookies and ice cream.
right.
It's ridiculous. If you're shy, you might not want to.
Yeah, yeah. We growing over here. This is a grown show, but yeah.
It's edgy. It's
Right,
edgy.
right,
That's
okay.
what we'll call it. And everybody's loving it. I'm actually sold out of them right now, physical copies, but they are available on all the digital media. So iTunes, Amazon, CD Baby, it's on all of that.
Which I'm trying to tell y'all, that's where we gotta start consuming. Listen, this is the one thing as a performer, as one who sells music. Where I was able to have a legitimate business, I got out of the military. A lot of people don't know this. I got out of the military simply because I made enough money from selling CDs that I made more money than I made in the military. And so I said, as long as this keeps going, we'll be okay and we'll make it work. Oh, by the way, here comes digital media. And therefore, the sale of physical copies of CDs was no longer the means because, oh, by the way, the big guys saw they can give drug dealers a physical copy thing and do the same thing they did, and they'll be comparable. So that changed. The media thing went to digital media. So that's another reason why we kind of see y'all in this digital media space. And please, y'all, go to them sites, man, and play. Y'all paying for subscriptions already. If you got Apple Music, go ahead and go get a man a spin. Give him a burn.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Now that we know it's on digital media, we're going to start playing on Focus Radio. We got you.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir. I gotta do that, man. Some of it's edgy, but it's good.
Oh, it's okay.
You'll like it.
Hey, man, we grown
You'll
over
like
here.
it.
So you had an event the other day at the library.
Yes,
Tell us
they
about
do
that.
one every year where they feed a lot of unfortunate people or just anybody who wants a nice turkey dinner and they wanted some light jazz in the background. So I brought in my friend Robert Vaughn. from the Ministers of Soul on drums. He's a great drummer. He's with Star City Swag, my cousin Sean Spencer.
Okay.
And I brought in Dr. Glenn Holmes from Christiansburg. He's a great keyboard player in the area. And I just have a list of great musicians I could call at any time, and they all deal with me because I try to support all of them. If they ever call me, that's like I said, I was in 200 shows last year, that's why.
Yeah, man.
Somebody called me, I got a problem saying no. I did 2 shows that night. I got 2 shows this Friday. It's getting ridiculous. We got a show
But
tonight.
that's what it's about, supporting each other. So that's really good that you.
Oh yeah, I'm all about. I think the key to the success of the music has been support and partnership. So when I say support, if I'm off, I'm usually at somebody else's show and I'm posting, I'm going live and I'm saying check this person out. And then partnership, we'll go to another band's, my whole band will go to another band's event.
Right.
And people will be like, y'all playing tonight? No, we just came to support.
That's right.
Exactly.
You know, and then that equals success. Partnership and support equals success.
Love that. It's so true.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
I love it. Yeah, man.
So do you want to tell us about any upcoming events you have?
Well, the Delbert McClinton is pretty big. I got an all-star team coming down with me. I got Chris O'Neill, killer drummer, coming in, Wyatt Allen from Richmond on bass. I would have used my own group because we're tight too, but again, we're double booked that day. So I had to bring in people. So I'll perform the Harvester December 1st, jump on 220, come back to the hotel and perform for the Boulé.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
So we roll like that.
That's it?
Yeah, we roll like that. The show must go on.
That's
So
it.
Tonight we'll be at Wall Street Tavern.
Okay.
So, like I said, a little under the
That's
weather.
where we
That ain't
from?
stopping
Yeah, man.
nothing. That ain't stopping nothing. We playing.
I love it. I love it. I really want to, because I think a lot of people will get into the fact that you do perform everywhere, because in those places you're not. I haven't seen you perform a lot of your music, and I think it's very important for someone who is doing what you're doing that we do pay attention to the actual artist's work. I think a lot of our artists here has been consumed with. We do want to see people at the stuff, but they have projects out and we're not actually putting them in the forefront as we would the artists. And so, what's what's this? Do you have a single? What's your record that you really pushing right now from your project?
Right now, mine is a blues album, and I mean, it's got so many elements of jazz and R&B, and just the harmonies, the backgrounds, and the way it's laid out. Even people who don't necessarily like blues love the album. My wife is not a blues person, but she listens to it constantly, and it branches out, and it's different if I play a different venue. Like Friday will be at Star Hill, that's a brewery, and so that's more of a listening room as opposed to being at Blue 5 where you might be music in the background while people are just talking.
Right.
So. Speaking of Blue 5, I will mention this before it's over. December 8th, if you don't have a reservation at Blue 5, you need to get one. We'll be doing our national promo video that night. I got videographers set up in place. I've got special guest Monte Gill coming in. Him and my singer grew up together, just going at it on stage, and they will go at it December 8th.
Yeah, man.
So it'll be a good time to call today and get your reservation.
Okay.
There it is, man, happening right here in the city, man. Go out there and check them out. I really think that, speaking of like Monte, you think of Wayne Range Hancock, and all these guys, man, has got projects out. I love that we say, and we get excited about people, their CD, but we really got to get into a space where we're shopping digitally. We got to get into a space where, in another way, that's the reason why we do Focus Radio.
Absolutely.
Every artist we play here, you getting your royalty, because we pay our royalty, and two, we make sure we concentrate on local artists along with those who out there, just because I know what that's like, man. So we do our best to show that support. Thank you, man, for what you're doing out there.
you.
Thank you, guys.
Keep getting it in, man. Can't wait to start getting those records rolling up on here. Any last shout outs, anything you want us to know about?
I mean the whole community, and we will be performing live just as a duo on WFXR on Black Friday. So just me and Stu will just come. It'll be very simple. The name Soul Acoustics came from me and him sitting at my kitchen table, and I said, "You so soulful, man." So he's the soul. I brought the acoustics, and we started as a duo.
Yeah, man.
Soul Acoustics.
I like
So
it. I like
we'll do something on Friday morning, and if you're at Star Hill Friday night, every brewery has a magazine, Brew Hub. So you might or might not see me in that right now on page 23 in the Brew Hub magazine at all the breweries. So that's it, brother.
Good deal, man. Check him out. We've put his information up on here. Support local artists, man, and you know, have fun in the city.
Definitely.
Because you didn't even want to go out there that night, did you?
No, I didn't want to
Didn't go out, but did you have fun?
I
We
had a great
appreciate
time.
you. Thank you guys so
Great
much.
time.
Oh man!
Definitely.
All right, we'll take a quick break. Be right back.
All
Stay
right.
focused.
Keep it locked.
Hey everybody, it's Erica from Focus Fashion,
And it's Garland from Fashionista Roanoke.
and we're here to talk about our collaboration, the
Sachet
Sachet Fashion
Fashion
Experience. On Sunday, December 2nd,
Get ready for the Sachet Fashion Experience
our first annual LGBTQ fashion show.
in honor of World AIDS Day.
We're calling for all sponsors, models, makeup artists, and designers right now.
For more information, please go to our Facebook page, the Sachet Fashion Experience. See you at the Sachet Fashion Experience.
All right, we're back.
That was fun. It's good
really
because I really want to see more music down here. I want to see more bands, more creators come out, and we come out and support. Let's come out and support in the sense that we come and have fun and generate revenue. There's a lot of revenue there that we keep losing. We lose, and let me be very specific how we lose it. We lose it because people look now, after a while, feel like or feel obligated that we have to have a fight or something in order to prove, you know, that we're as comparable as that stuff going on. We always, like, it's the cliche thing. So we want to, at this time, be grown, have grown stuff that people know. That just can't, from the door. If you see somebody about to altercation, everybody else in there should be like, hey, they got to go right now. Everyone should be that way.
That's true.
That way we preserve this energy because we know those businesses downtown, no one's really coming out eating like that, but the businesses that has entertainment each night, they're thriving.
Right.
You look at the Martins, you look at all those guys and stuff like that, they're thriving, and we should be able to do the same with our own artists, our own community, and bringing in other people. So I encourage us to really get behind that movement.
Absolutely. And speaking of bands, I hope for 2019, I hope you start a band.
Oh, it's coming. Oh, don't get it twisted. And I see the big coming. I'm going and drop it. So in case anybody else try to do it, but I'm going to let you know. Randall, you up in the room? I'm forming a go-go band. For real. I'm forming a real go-go band, for real.
He is very serious.
I'm very serious about forming, and I gotta give credit where credit's due. Champ Hubbard been telling me to tell my son and them to do that for years. I still think I got a little singing left in me, and I'm gonna sing it from the fact that I love the go-go. So we got a go-go band
definitely have
coming.
singing left in you.
So we're gonna have fun with that. So
Absolutely.
y'all heard it first on the Focus Radio. Oh man, but it is a holiday season. I'm thankful for what we do. I'm thankful for you. I feel like the one thing that has been able to see the difference is, relationships aren't meant to be, one way. I don't think that's the one thing as an adult I've learned. But when two are building together, when you build together, you can start seeing results. And I love the results that we've been able to see since you come on board. And I love what you're doing in your own space. Excited about the Sachet fashion experience, seeing it come together right now. So I'm grateful and thankful for you.
I'm thankful and grateful for you as
Too late, you already said earlier what
Thank
you was
you.
thankful for.
Well, I am thankful to be alive. I have to say that first, because if I wasn't alive, I couldn't be thankful and grateful for you.
It's true.
So
You're right.
I have to be thankful to be alive.
You're 100% right. You're running through right.
So
I'm gonna jerk your chain. We gotta go though. What you want to say to folks?
I wanted to just say, digital is where it is right now. You know, I just saw an article going to be no more soon. Today I heard that Glamour magazine. No,
you
it's
read.
Glamour.
Well,
I read.
Right.
I read that Glamour magazine, their last print issue is coming out November the 27th, and they have been around since 1939. So they're doing everything digital now. So I'm sure others will follow suit. But print is going to be no longer as well as CDs, right? It's going to be existent.
I'm not going to, that sounds like a setup. So I'm not touching it at all. What you want to say to the people before we get up out of here?
Just agree. Just say yes. Just say you told me so.
No, I didn't want to say that.
You
I definitely don't want to say
told me
that.
so.
No way in the world
You
would I
could
dare say
definitely
that.
say you
I
told
wouldn't
me
dare say that, especially not on air. You know that.
You
know
told
that.
me so. I mean, because Tommy got upset. He gets upset.
Don't do that. No.
That I print magazines.
No. Don't. Please, no. You
do.
But don't say that.
Because, you know, he feels like everything is digital now, and he's absolutely right. Everything really is digital now. So, shout out to you for letting me know.
Bless your heart. Man, we got to go. What you doing?
Sorry, I learned just a little too late, but shout out to you for letting me know. So, 2019, I'll do digital magazines.
What you want to say to me before we get about here today?
Shout out to Roanoke. Shout out to Philly. Shout out to Jersey. Please have a happy and safe Thanksgiving weekend. Enjoy your families. And also, happy birthday. If your birthday is today, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you, man.
Yes.
Enjoy your holiday season, man. Find a reason to be thankful, not a reason to be upset and depressed. We all got plenty of those. We do have plenty of things. Everyone. We've all went through tragedy. We've all went through trauma. Everyone has. No one has the right to go around and say mine is more than yours. But we all do have the ability to say that on the other side of that, I can have a new focus and look at the good. You know, a lot of people, when we talk about music, my CD right now, one of the songs that I've written, and even though her and I are not together anymore, there was a reason we recorded that record. Purpose was birthed off of Romans 8:28. For we know all things work together for good for those who love God, them which are called according to his purpose. So therefore, if you're called according to your purpose, you have to now see that in the midst of everything going on, that you still, it's working out for your good, man. So be happy, be thankful, be grateful. I am grateful for the life that God has afforded us to be able to be in this music space and bring business to the forefront, as well as repair families and communities, man. We love it, and we thank you all for being a part of it. I gotta go, but I always love to leave you by saying that thing inside of you. It's not a dream, it is your purpose. So set your sights on your targets and hit them, because the only one that can stop you is you. Once you truly start to believe in that thing and walk in your act of faith, God will allow it to manifest, and I promise you it's not something I heard. It's something we're living every day, and so grateful for it. Being able to broadcast live from the great city of Roanoke, Virginia, out to the world. Like, we do have local reach, but the one thing that we do a little bit different, we automatically, from day one, everything we do goes out to the world from the Star City.
Absolutely.
Our magazines, our radio, our TV automatically hits the world. So, you know, that might have been a brag. I'm out, man. Love y'all. Peace. Have a good day. Peace.
Peace.